A couple of things I need to cover for this Friday is after work, because I made that application for that other workplace, I was called in for an interview right after work. Well, because my other workplace involved some cleaning, I ended up getting some bleach on my pants, so I needed to run home as quickly as possible and still make it to the other place within the half hour after getting off. Now, Rachel Ray came on at the same time that this interview. I mean, you have to set priorities. So I had to be satisfied with the recordings, both to the flash drive and to the videotape that I would make of the Rachel Ray 3D show. And the best stuff looks like the stuff I got on my flash recorder. So that Rachel Ray 3D was on today. It turned out great. My antenna didn't get misaligned or anything like that, and so that was good news. And so that worked out well. What I'm going to do here is something a little bit different. I've got a tutorial, and I'll be doing part 1 today, just simply making an object scene. But we're going to be working at this so that it's going to bring it so that we're going to set up a dual camera in this free 3D modeling program of Blender. But here's the first tutorial. Enjoy. Let me know what you think. Recording. So here we have, when we open up Blender, just a simple cube. Now we're going to do just a couple things here. I'm not going to go too much into it, but there are a couple things I do want people to notice here. There are a couple things here that I'd like you to notice. Not only the cube, which we're going to move out of the way by taking that blue arrow and moving it up on the y-axis. Okay, because we have a 3D cursor here, and this 3D cursor is moved around everywhere you click the left mouse button. There we go, and it's just kind of moving around there. Other things I'd like to show here is, like through viewpoints, if you go to the numpad on your keyboard, if you hit like number 1 perhaps, it goes to the front perspective. Number 3 goes to the right perspective. Number 7 goes to the top perspective. So we're going to put that, then the 3D cursor in front of the red arrow for the moment, and then we're going to go back to perhaps the right perspective, and I guess we can put it right there. That looks great. Now we're going to make another object right there, and the way we do that is by going to the keyboard and hitting Shift A. It brings us up a menu. We're going to go all the way to the top where it says Mesh, and then go down to where it says UV Sphere. And look, we got a nice little sphere. We're going to move that out of the way just for the moment there. And I'm going to, by moving down on the middle mouse button, scrolling it down on the screen, you can go back and forth like that. Okay. So I'm going to back that up just a little bit. Currently our newly formed icosphere is width selected. I'm going to move that off to the side. And then I'm going to hit Shift D, and that's going to duplicate the object. And then I'm going to move the second sphere that I just made so that it gives the illusion that perhaps it's, oh, that's not working because it's not in front of the cube now. That should be in front of it. No, not yet. Oh, it's still not. Well, let me just show you one more thing here. By right-clicking on the cube, it'll select the cube. Now, the main things to remember with Blender is we've got like three commands: rotate, grab or move, and scale. Rotate, you just press the R on your keyboard and it rotates that cube any which way. Now you left click to save, you right click to restore to its original position. Boom, right click, there you go. I'm going to move out of the way just for a moment there. So what we're going to do here is we're going to scale it by hitting S. And by the way, grab or move is the letter G. Anyway, by pressing the letter S and then moving out the mouse a little bit, it scales it up and down. Sweet, huh? Alright. And we're going to take that right there. Now I just right clicked on that now, so I can essentially what I'm trying to do here is get it so that that is actually kind of intersecting it right there. That looks great. Okay. Let's get another ICO sphere, UV sphere going there by pressing Shift D. Get to that really close. Then Shift D again. Alright. Now I'm going to be pressing the middle mouse button down here to give me a kind of a fly around view of the scene that we just made here. So we just got about 4 annoying spheres with a cube. That's great. That's part one of what we're trying to do here. We're just trying to make a simple little scene here that we'll be able to take a look at through a couple of